Hi friends, this is the fifth part of the video series. In this video, we'll be continuing our variables and also introduce classes and objects. We'll talk about them in this video part. Okay, so let's start. So as you know now that like any other language, it has variables and we can declare our variables by writing the data type, whether it's a string value, whether it's a double value or a boolean value, and then we give our variable a name of our own choice. Okay, the variable name must not start with a number. It can start with any alphabet, and it can contain numbers within it or at the end, just like this. After writing the name of our variables, we put an assignment operator and then we assign some value to it. Okay, if the variable is of type integer, float or boolean, we can create it like this, and we can assign a value to it without double quotes. Okay, but when we are creating a variable type a string, we need to insert our string inside double quotation marks, and every statement ends with a semicolon like that. Okay, so this line is a statement, this line is a statement, this one, and this one, all of these are statements. So now you understand how we create variables and how we specify their data type. We can create an integer type a variable like this. We can create a float type variable like this, and so on. Besides these fundamental data types, we can have different types of data types. Okay, you know where I'm going. I'm going towards classes and objects. Okay, let me explain you what is a class. And I have actually created one simple class here, which you can see on the screen. It is I have actually created. When you create a class, actually you create it like this. You can specify whether this class will be type private or public. That means if you want to access this class outside of this class, outside of this variables class, which you can see here, this is a class variables. Okay, so if you want to access this class outside of this file, let's say we create a new file here, and we create another C# script in here, and we want to access this class inside that script. If we will write public in here, we will be able to do that. If we will write private, we won't be able to do that. So after specifying whether our class will be public or private, we write this keyword class, and then we give our class a name. Okay, in my case, I am creating a class to create cars. Okay, don't worry about these. I will be going towards them after I finish explaining what is a class and how we create objects out of that class. Okay, so here let's remove this color from here for now. Okay, so we created a class my car, and then we started this curly bracket. Then we specified what properties our car will be having. We are saying that our car will be having a speed which we should be able to change. We are saying that it will be having a length. We are saying that it will be having a height. And you can add more properties in here. Let's say we also add width. We also add number of seats, so and so. We can add as many properties as we want. Okay, as many properties as we want. So these will be the properties of our car. Okay, and after defining the properties of our car, we will be defining the methods. Okay, these methods will actually assign some functionality to our car. These are the properties, whether its speed will be um, we will be changing its speed for different cars. We will be changing its length, its height, width, and number of seats. For a sports car, we will be using 2 seats, and for regular cars, we will be using 4 seats, maybe sometimes 5 seats. Some cars do have 5 seats. Okay, anyways, so these are the properties and these are the methods. So this method will make our car move forward. This method will make our car move backwards. And this method will make our car accelerate. Okay, we haven't written any script in here, but we'll write um, these scripts which will move our car forward, backwards, and accelerate. Okay, we'll write those codes later on, but this was just an example for you so that you understand what is a class and how we make objects out of it. So now that we have created a class here, let's go ahead and create create an object. So we have our class here. Now we can create as many cards as we want. So let's say we create my car Lexus, maybe my car Honda, my car Toyota, as many cars as you want. Okay, and now let's write our method which we deleted earlier, which was this start method. And inside our start method, we will be assigning properties to all of these cars which we have created above. Okay, so let's make these public so that we should be able to change these. By the way, it's not recommended to make your properties public, you should you should implement these functions. You should implement some functions in here in order to change these values, but for now we are making them public so that we should be able to change these properties. So for Lamborghini, we want our speed to be, let's say, 120. Let's say, who cares? And we want our Lamborghini's number of seats equals 2. Okay, so we have created a class called myCar, and now we are able to create as many cars as we want inside our main code. Okay, so we have created Lamborghini, we have created Lexus, we have created Honda, we have created Toyota, and we have this option to create as many cars as we want. Okay, and then later on we can set properties of each of these cars differently from each other. Okay, so let's say for our Lamborghini car we have set its speed to 120. For Lexus, let's say we will set its speed to, let's say, 100. For Honda we'll set something like 70, and for Toyota let's say we'll set something like 80. Okay, so and we should be able to change all the properties of these variables or of these objects. Okay, so now I must also tell you that by writing this line we have actually created an object from this class. Okay, we have created Lamborghini object from class myCar. Okay, so this is a class and this is an object. This is a class, this is an object, and so on. So this was pretty much about classes and objects. Let's remove this one from here, and let's also remove all of these codes from here, and let's go down and talk about these. So this is a class called color. This is the name which we have chosen for us, and we are assigning it to color.red. So we are using that same class which is color, and by using the dot operator we can set any color of our choice. Okay, we can set color to green. Color.green means this will be having green color. The same way we have cloth class which we can use to create cloths, game object class which we can use to create our game objects. We'll talk about all of these in later videos. Okay, we'll talk about each and every object which is available in Unity, which we use very oftenly. We will talk about those. Okay, we'll talk about all of those objects in detail in later videos. But for now, I hope that I made it clear for you that there are variables and there are data types, there are objects, and there are classes. Okay, variables, data types, objects, classes. Okay, both of these two terms are like they work the same way. Okay, like here we created a variable, we specified its data type, and we have given it a value. Here we have created an object, we have given it a class, and we have set its property, one of its properties. Okay, this one, this score will have only one property, and it will be 20. You can set it to any number you like, but here when we are working with classes, we should be able to set several properties. Okay, like in our case, when we created our my car class, we were able to um, set several properties of our car. Okay, not just one value, but several values. Okay, um, we'll talk about these in later videos, but for now, keep practicing, make some classes just random. You don't need to be very precise, just practice to create classes. We'll be using them in our later videos, and we'll be making some very awesome games for you. Okay, for now, I think yes, this will be all for this video part, and see you in the next part. Until that time, take care, have fun, and bye bye.